set to kick off.
Two teams each hoping to be right back here at State Farm Stadium in 2 weeks, and we are set to go from Glendale. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28. Yard line.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And the Lions first down.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The Lion ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is Barkley. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Daniil Hunter drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Danielle Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. Man, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now a timeout taken.
On the scramble.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense. And guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw here. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He was looking for Rashad Perriman, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Barkley hit and the ball pops free, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather, just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Throwing left side, it's complete.
The pass.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 23
yards, the final tally.
Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Detroit.
Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short. Now a hit and a loose football. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
8 yards on the pickup.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Wiggles free. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
11 yards there. First down.
42-yard line.
Well, a design run for their wideout. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this complete to Cephas. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. 23 yards on the play. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And
that incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57. Set to kick off.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big